one of the main kind of hype statements came from Kurzweil book. For those who don't know, Ray Kurzweil is a very intelligent person. He was one of the bosses in Google. He wrote way back in 2005, which he called basically Singularity. And a lot of people who are kind of in the broader sense don't know about other aspects. They call it Singularity. Basically, Singularity is usually defined when the robots on average, or artificial intelligence entities on average, become more intelligent than humans. And originally, that Singularity Kurzweil has foreseen for 2031 or so, and a lot of hype went around that. Now he shifted about to 2045, and as you obviously imply, top experts really doesn't look at it like that. Please, could you comment?
So what you've described is known as superintelligence. That was the bit I was coming on to. So superintelligence is the next level, which is where machines actually become smarter than humans and start replicating themselves or human capabilities, and no one knows. I mean, AGI is expected sometime. What I say expected, there's a view that might happen by the late 2040s. But superintelligence, the view is maybe at the earliest decade, the end of this century. So what's Ray Kurzweil?
I profoundly apologize to you because I respect everything you say. But my experience, because I'm somewhat physically older, so to speak, is that in my lifetime, the military usually surprised me. You were always right on average, but some strategic military or some nasty power would finance something, and something would happen in some odd lab before, and that's still a danger in these areas, because both quantum computing and artificial intelligence, if used by some lunatic like in James Bond films, well, it's still dangerous. You're right on average. I agree with you in mean field model, but there are lunatics right now on the planet. I guarantee you.
Should we worry? Yeah, should we worry right now, not in 10 years?
We should. I'm definitely certain about we should, but I want to hear the serious issue.
Yeah, so I believe that the danger is not going to be imminent danger from AGI superintelligence, and I fear that actually distracts from the real danger. So even if you look at the military, for example, again, if you look to the science fiction writers in the 70s and 80s, we were being promised space travel, space wars, Star Wars, all kinds of things, the Star Wars anti-missile program under President Ronald Reagan, etc. None of these things happened. They didn't happen. And the problem is this hyped up fear of Terminator machines and Skynet results in people getting very anxious and policymakers getting distracted from dealing with the real dangers of AI. Because the real dangers of AI, including those coming from quantum computing and the speeded up capabilities, are a mixture of cyber warfare, the ability to collapse the entire infrastructure of a country, whether it's the power systems, the healthcare systems, bringing down all the banks, etc.
Is it true if I install quantum resistant cryptography? Could artificial, this is a key question, at least for me, because we even know we have had the interview, we have the companies, we have even patent for quantum resistant cryptography. So even quantum computing cannot penetrate your system. Now, if you use your artificial sophisticated kind of system, could it still penetrate even if you have quantum resistant cryptography?
So there's research out there, and you'll be familiar with it, coming from quantum physics.
Sure.
That is talking about using quantum inspired methods for quantum encryption, which is meant to be non-hackable because it's truly random. Because the argument is, without quantum physics, you can't get to true randomness. So if it's truly random, if you can generate truly random cryptography, then the argument is that it can't be hacked, right? Because it's pure randomness. So, but we're in the very early stages of that, as you know.
Sorry. Yes and no, because we have to help the listeners. Actually, in Switzerland, we have a company, we even have a patent on totally quantum resistance cryptography, and it's actually recognized even by United Nations. So that level exists. I'm not saying it's a final level, because I respect everything you say, no question. But so I'm totally with you. So it will all progress. But actually, as you correctly say, we have science and technology advancing, and basically what you are saying, and I agree with you, all the other institutions are behind. Yeah. The legal systems are nowhere.
Completely. So the other danger with this is disinformation, and we're already seeing that. We're seeing the threats to democracy. We're seeing the threats to science and technology itself, ironically, coming from social media, where very simple AI, not advanced AI, bots, automation techniques, are feeding things that are completely non-scientifically true. And that is creating huge fear and paranoia, but also it can nicely generate a lot of company profits, because then you can push a lot of marketing and advertising into those channels, knowing that you're going to get huge viewers, etc. So ironically, at a time when science and technology is more advanced and human society should be more enlightened, it seems like part of our society is going more into the dark ages and away from an educational base.